What's up guys, Jeff here. This week's video I want to do as a part 2 to last week's video, which was how you know you need to break up with him. And so this week, let's talk about how you know you need to break up with her. So here's 3 quick reasons of how you know you need to probably break up with her, or common signs that me and Alyssa see from your guys' questions and relationships we know. Now, the first one is when you spot any sense of manipulation. One of the biggest cancers in any relationship is when one person tends to have a manipulative spirit. That's what I'm trying to say. And a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times this can be from the girl to the guy. So if you have any sense of if you sense any manipulation, that is time to get out, because that is cancerous in a relationship. And we've seen relationships like that. And what that usually is it's a girl or a guy who tends to usually manipulate. Right? And so you see them use situations, use circumstances, use victimhood, use emotions, whatever it is, to kind of try to get their way. Now, you should be in an emotionally healthy spot where you know the difference between someone just trying to have you listen to them and hear them, or maybe they're hurt. That's different than manipulation. Manipulation usually makes people's sensors go off. They just want to stay in the relationship for the benefits of the relationship or some other reason, so they stay in. So if you sense manipulation, I think that is cancerous. And I think the guy version of that is sometimes guys being overbearing, aggressive, overly protective, or controlling. So I think it's generalization, but manipulation on the girl's side, and protectiveness and overbearingness and control over on the guy's side. Those are 2 issues we see a lot that tend to be a cancer in a relationship. So if you see manipulation, that should be kind of one of your first signs that you should probably get out. Reason number 2, and that is if you spot any sense of idolatry, and sometimes this plays itself out in clinginess. That's what we kind of like to say in our culture or in our dating relationships. If the person is clinging, now not to the point of like, do they want to be with you? Of course they want to be with you. They want to hang out with you. I want to hang out with Alyssa. We're not clinging. It's kind of another way to put it is codependency. And essentially where they're getting their worth, their value, their energy in life, and kind of their entire center of their being from you, not from a healthy emotional place that they're in with the Lord. And so if you sense that, if you feel like they're making you their God, and you can know that by when something goes wrong, they're devastated rather than just maybe they're hurt or they're upset. Those are 2 different things. That will kind of start to smoke out that, oh, they're coming to me for their center, for their worth, for their value. And if you sense that, that's another huge sign you should get out, because no one can bear that weight. I can't be Alyssa's God. She can't be my savior. And so anytime a relationship is like that, it's heading towards destruction, and it's heading towards frustration. All right, and tip number 3 is actually a little bit more to the guys, but it also is a reason you should break up. And that is if you have not learned to reign and rule over yourself. And what I mean by that is, I know a lot of relationships where the guy is still addicted to porn, or still making some really hard decisions, or basically like he hasn't got his life together. And so I want to encourage you guys, there's no reason to get into a relationship yet. Because if you have not learned to reign and rule over yourself, meaning control or learn self-control, or reign and rule over your own passions, your own desires, your own proclivities, then wherever you go with that, it'll just reap more destruction. So if you take that to a relationship, it'll reap destruction on another person. You take that to your workplace, it'll reap destruction on the business. And so learn to reign and rule over yourself first before you get in a relationship. And that's a really good sign that you should probably break up with her as well, is if you have not learned, and it doesn't mean you're perfect. No one's perfect. But you should objectively be able to look at yourself and say, okay, I am in control of myself. I have reached a level of maturity and growth and health that now I'm able to have self-control and say no to certain things that might be damaging to my life or the life I'm living. So those are the 3 tips, guys. We hope they're encouraging. Let me know in the comments if they were helpful, if you've been in that situation, or if they were helpful for you in the present. Love you guys. All right, guys, I want to give a huge shout out to this week's sponsor, and that is Audible. You guys know I love Audible. I listen to audiobooks wherever I'm at, in the car, while I'm working out, while I'm sitting in the living room. And Audible is incredible because they have an unmatched selection of audiobooks in their library, and it's perfect for summer activities, whether you're going outside for a picnic or going on a run. And so they want to hook you guys up. They want to give you a free 30-day trial, and with that 30-day trial, get a free audiobook of your choice. So go to audible.com/Jeff. Or you can text Jeff to 500-500, and you can get, again, a free 30-day trial and an audiobook of your choice. And this month, I'm recommending Loveology. Now, the reason I'm recommending that is because it's all on love, dating, sex, relationships. So perfect for you if you watch this video and want to dig into more. It's by a good friend of mine, John Mark Comer. Incredible book. And again, Link in the description. If you go to audible.com/Jeff and text Jeff to 500 500, you can get it free with your 30-day trial. So, all right, love you guys.